Hey there, friends. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I am enjoying a donut. We just
from a place that you've been trying to get to
since we got here.
Since we practically got here. They
you know,
close at noon, and you would think we could get there by noon, but we're not early risers.
No, we're really not. And you know, we get to go out on the weekends, and we're just not getting up early. You know,
well, yeah, we could get up even during the week. They open at 5:30.
That's true. That's true, because we're working on the Pacific time zone.
But we don't get up at 5:30 no matter what time zone we're in. Doesn't really matter.
That's not happening. Yeah, so today we're doing something a little different. Kind of excited about this new segment. Where are we roaming? So if you haven't watched this other video, we're going to put a link to this video here. This is about what we like to do when we come into a place. You know, belonging has a lot to do with how you come into a town and how you get to know the city, and at least for us it is. And so what we like to do is a city scavenger hunt, and it's called Let's Roam. It's an app that is on our phones, and we'll put a link to that too so you can see it. And you come into town, and if you have location services on, it just tells you what scavenger hunts are available. And so we are going to start one today and get over there and check out this city. Now, we've been here for what, 2 weeks now?
Yeah, we've been here a few weeks.
Yeah.
And we just, you know, we have to try to do a lot of stuff like you mentioned on our weekends. So, you know, this year's route was about Route 66. So we've been doing a lot of Route 66 stuff, but we hadn't gotten to a Let's Roam yet. And we've only found there to be one specifically here in Springfield. There's lots in the area, though, lots of all the surrounding towns. But
in some of those towns we've been to looking for Route 66 stuff, we just didn't stop to do the Let's Roam, because it's been kind of warm, you know, and we've got Charlie with us, and it's just too hot for him to be outside when it's, you know, 90 degrees or whatever. So we don't do the Let's Roam, because the Let's Roam is generally a walking.
He pretty much taps out at 70.
It has to be airlifted.
It has to be airlifted.
As a matter of fact, we have a little clip of that. All right, Charlie, you got to be airlifted out. It's too warm for you. Yeah, it's too warm for the doggy. It's got to be airlifted.
He has to be airlifted back to the car.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's not good for hot weather. So
not into it.
So yeah, so we've been leaving him in the AC, so we can go out and do some of these activities during the day when it's warm.
And today it's not as hot as it has been. It's in the 80s.
Well, it's in the high 80s,
yeah.
So it's warm.
It's too hot
it's
for
definitely
him.
Too warm for him. It's almost too warm for me, but but we're gonna muscle through it and and do this Let's Roam.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, if you look at that video, it'll explain kind of the whole app. But today's Let's Roam is about. It says in the app it's 2 miles, and you know you don't know a lot about the actual scavenger hunt until you actually start it.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many stops it's going to be. You know, we don't know what we're going to see or what we're going to find. And as we go through it, though, it'll ask us questions, usually kind of challenge questions. You know, find the answer to something at the location. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to that. Especially eating my donut. I'm going to need to have a few steps.
Yes.
You know, we always like to, that's another part of what we like to do, is when we're in a city and in a town, we like to find the local, I guess, favorite food, or what would you say these?
Yeah. What are the unique cuisines or unique foods of an area?
Yeah.
And we found out one here. Called the Horseshoe.
Yeah, the Horseshoe. Yeah. This is Springfield, Illinois. And Horseshoe is one. Chili is another.
Yeah, chili. They're known for their chili.
And we had a really good chili over at, what was it called? The Motorhead. Delicious. Woo! And even got here at the Motorhead Cafe, trying one of Springfield's famous foods, chili is one of them. The horseshoe is another. We've already had a horseshoe somewhere else. And pumpkin pie. Yeah. But today, we're trying the chili. Secret.
Yeah, we did get the secret to that chili.
Yeah.
And then pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. We haven't had that yet.
So yeah, they have three things here that are unique. I don't know if they're unique necessarily. The horseshoe is definitely unique, and how they make their chili is definitely unique. And we haven't had anything with pumpkin in it yet, but those are the three things unique to Springfield. So anyway, so we have to find those things.
And how do we find that out?
Trying to say, I looked it up.
Oh.
I did a Google.
And went
to the Google.
Ask the Google. And what did you ask the Google?
What are the unique foods for the area?
Oh, okay.
Or what are the, what's unique for the area?
Okay.
Because what we try to do is we try to find out as much as we can about the states that we're going to. Part of, we'd like to find out clearly what's the state capital, because it's amazing how many state capitals we don't know.
Clearly. I thought I was awakened during that history, not in high school, but clearly not.
So we try to find out what the capital is, when it became state, what is it, what are the things like, what is its flour, what are its grains, what are its insects, what are its, all the things.
Exercise.
What are its exercise and song, what are
Dessert.
all the things, that are specific
to the state.
So
for the state of Illinois, the state grain is corn.
It's corn.
And you see it everywhere. And I have to tell you, that's surprising to me. I mean, it's literally everywhere. Well, and soybeans, but that's not the state grain, not soybean, but we see soybeans and corn everywhere.
Yeah, it's a stunning amount of corn.
Yeah, I'm like, why is it even in the grocery store?
We didn't, and we just didn't know that. I mean, I would have thought corn. I think of places like Nebraska. Or Iowa, even. Maybe even Kansas, but I did not think Illinois.
Had no idea.
Was kind of such a corn producer.
Yeah.
And apparently it's because it can tolerate the weather here, because it gets hot. And corn can thrive in that kind of heat. So we learned that, and we just try to learn as much as we can about every place we go. And one of the things we learned was again about the the foods.
Yeah. So, and in tasting these different foods, we do have our awards. And for 2022, was it the 2022 year? Yeah, I think it was 2022. I found the best apple fritter donut in Coos Bay, Oregon. Is that where that was?
Yeah.
At a place called Empire Donuts. And that donut is still #1.
It is. We haven't been able to find anything that is...
This one was tasty.
Yeah.
Has a secret formula. I actually feel like I could taste beer.
And I just have to comment that this picture of the
state capital is stunning.
Really amazing. And
this is new.
It looks even more amazing right now because of the blue sky, the clouds. Really, it's very interesting looking capital.
Now, what's the city that we went to that had one like that, and we think that they sort of did a replica of that one? What was that city we were in, remember? And it had a green dome. I don't know, but we were in another town, and we're like, hey, that looks like the state capital.
Have to look that up and put a picture here, but it was very similar to this one, except it was green on top.
And the building wasn't as grand. It was a smaller building.
But a lot of the capitals, I think we see around the country are have gold domes, gold tops. We had not seen one that had this kind of silver.
This is stunning.
It's a very gorgeous looking building. But anyway, so I think we're getting ready to start our roam here.
How exciting! So and you guys are going to come with us too.
You're going to come along today and see how we do.
Yeah, and if we're ever in the area at the same time together, maybe you can roam with us.
Yeah,
because we've roamed with some friends now. We've had friends that
we've roamed with a couple sets of friends.
Yes, we have.
We really enjoy it. And look, the historic Route 66 sign right here.
How is that stunning with that capital right there? What? Notice on this sign too, it says 1926 to 1930. We hadn't seen that anywhere else in any other part of Route 66 where they show the segment or the years that Route 66 was wherever the arrow is pointing. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, there's a whole alignment history with Route 66. So
we're just trying to figure out what that means, though, right? Alignment.
Three separate roads.
Yeah.
Well, I think we saw it somewhere. It explained what it was.
Oh.
There's three separate, I think, park portions.
Mm-hmm.
And so seeing these different years just tells you what that portion of Route 66 was doing those years.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, but yeah, we're gonna get started with the Roam. We're gonna start the application. We're gonna start the app on the phone and get started from the first stop. And we're gonna just bring you along with us.
Yep. We'll see you there.
All right.
Bye.
Bye bye.
So we're kind of doing a double scavenger hunt because when we went to the visitor center, they gave us this Abe's hat thing. And so she's going to, she's going to get the Abe's hat turquoise sticker and put it on that 12th page there. And it just tells you right there look at that. You can see this, you can see the sticker right there. It just, what all these things do is they just bring you around the city so that you have some point of interest and a plan or a flow for how you... Yeah, a focus for how you want to get around and see the city. But this building is lovely. And this is the Friday after the 4th of July. Everything was closed on the 4th of July, but it looks like everybody kind of took the day off, too, for for the Friday after because there's nobody in here. But it sure is lovely. And you put the sticker on?
Yes, I do.
Nice. Okay.
On the Capitol grounds along 2nd Street, you'll find a former Illinois senator posing with an elephant and donkey, rearranging the letters of the senator's full name to spell what word. You're not using all of the words.
All of the letters. Oh.
All of the letters.
Yeah. Okay. So the old state capitol is next. A house divided against itself cannot stand. So that's the next thing that we're looking for in the Lincoln's hat, scavenger hunt. And we're actually going to the old state capitol. That's part of the fun. So yeah, so we're kind of doing two scavenger hunts here, but why not? Always need a little bit of time just to pause and sit a spell. Gotta relax, and then we keep moving. All right, we are here at the Abe's Hat Hunt at the Springfield Memorial Garden.
Lincoln Memorial Garden.
Oh yeah, Lincoln Memorial Garden. Whoops.
And
we have found the first one. So now we know how to do this scavenger hunt.
We know what we're looking for. So here we are, folks, at the final stop of our Springfield Let's Roam, and that is the Illinois State Museum. So I'm just going to read this. It says, search for the Illinois State Museum. The Illinois State Museum and their satellite locations rewind the clock 12,000 years with over 8 million archaeological specimens. Those that find history a little dry may prefer the fine arts collection, including one of the finest paperweight collections you'll find anywhere in the world.
Well, that's fascinating.
So we're going to have to go in there and take a look at that. But
absolutely,
before we do that, we're going to wrap this up.
Yes, thanks for hanging out with us.
We're going to say thanks for,
roaming with us.
Scavenger, roaming where we roam.
Yes.
So thank you for roaming with us.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll see you at the next stop, or I
Roam?
guess at the next roam.
Because you don't know who you're going to meet.